Hey guys, it's me, Adriana. Welcome back to the Vet Critters, and today we're going over how to set up your Leopard Gecko's tank. I am joined in this video by Taylor, my Leopard Gecko. You can see her little chubby tail. That's not her face. It's not her face. Does that even look like a face? No. Okay, that just looks like a skink face now. Okay, let's just ignore the gecko's butt, please. Okay, tail. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. So, first, you're going to want to get yourself a tank. Originally, we had her in a 20 high, but we moved her into a 20 long, so she would have a little more room. So, they don't need like a 50-gallon tank or anything, because that would just be overboard. But anyways, once you have your tank, you're going to need a good and strong, sturdy lid like this. You're also going to, and if you have other pets, you're going to have to worry about your gecko's safety too, as cats will jump on top of the cage and could cave it in and squish your gecko and kill you, or kill your gecko if they don't already squish it. And dogs can scare the gecko a lot and possibly break the tank and kill the gecko. Now, here are a couple of tricks you can use. By keeping some stuff that your cat won't want to stand on top, like a bunch of pointy stuff, like let's say a bunch of books with a piggy bank on top. Not a glass piggy bank though, just in case. Or you could put some boxes, and then on the top box, you could put something like a bunch of bottles. But if that doesn't work, your next resort is duct tape. Not on the sticky side. Place it on, but not on the sticky side. And when the cat jumps up there, they'll get sticky stuff all over their feet, and they won't like that feeling, so they'll jump down. Anyways, let's move on. Now you're going to want to choose your substrate. Sand can get in the eye and irritate it, though I still use it because my gecko, she just has always used sand, and she's done very well with the sand. So, for babies, I do not recommend sand. And don't use newspaper because the ink can leak off of it when they pee or poo, and the animal can ingest that ink, or the food that it eats, like the crickets, can ingest the ink, and the gecko can die from, well, ink poisoning. Or whatever it's called. I call it ink poisoning. I'm sorry. Okay, so. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, you can use paper towels, the one that does not secrete soap. Normal paper towels works very good, and they're easy to clean. I don't recommend reptile carpets, the reusable ones, because the poop and the pee can get like dried into it, and well, yeah, it like absorbs it in. And you have to clean that in like a washer or something, and you'll eventually have to throw it away after a couple of washes. But paper towels work like a charm because they're very easy to clean. All you have to do is pick them up, throw them away, and put new ones in, and you're pretty much done. Unless you wipe the bottom of the tank before you put them back in, which sometimes we do. Okay, let's keep going. So after you have your substrate chosen or put in, it's time to discuss the two different sides of the tank. There are two different sides, the warm side and the cold side. This side is the warm side. This side is the cold side. First, we'll go over the warm side. Now, I don't use lights for my leopard gecko. They can disrupt the sleeping process. So, I use a heat pad. She has plenty of heat with the heat pad, but if your house is generally chilly, then I do recommend using lights. Okay, so on the warm side, you're going to have your heat pad, a little hideout that your gecko will feel safe in. You can put a couple of little rocks like this, not very pointy, because your gecko can cut themselves on it, as they are very delicate. And you can add a couple of decorations, like little plants, like this one, for your gecko to rub onto and hide in. Also, you can put your calcium on the warm side or the cool side. I put mine on both sides. That way some of the calcium is a little cooler and the other just is a little warmer. Anyways, so now let's go over our cold side. Your cold side should consist of another hideout. I know this might seem unnecessary for some of you guys, but this actually is necessary because your gecko will use both of these. When it's cold, your gecko will commonly use this one the most. And when it's a little warmer, your gecko might use this one. Though they might use the one that comes best to their liking sometimes. My gecko does that sometimes. On the cold side, you should also have their water because the water will stay cool and not heat up like on the warm side. You can also add more decorations and more rocks, not too pointy. You can add zeolite moss to either side. I like putting this into their little hideouts because it makes like a nesting area, and my gecko loves it. Oh, and if you're wondering what this rubber toy is, it's her very best friend. It's like her toy decoration little guy, and I'm not going to get him out. And by the way, he's rubber. I'm not going to get him out because she will jump on top of him if I try to get him out sometimes. She loves him way too much. So, I'm going to tell you what the Repticalcium is for. The Repticalcium prevents your gecko from having seizures. This helps the gecko a lot, and now the gecko may not eat directly from the bowl, but if your gecko will not do that, then you can dust the food that it eats with it, and the gecko will eat it when it eats the food because there's not really a way. But if you don't know how to dust them, you can easily buy pre-dusted calcium crickets from the store. Also, if you feed crickets with a diet of carrots, this will help with their eyesight and make them a little healthier. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you have, then give it a thumbs up, and bye guys!